What is up, everyone? Welcome to another video. Now, you've seen the title and the thumbnail, and unfortunately this isn't clickbait. I have actually been scammed by a seller on Vinted. Now, you all know I love my controllers, my special edition, limited edition controllers, whatever. I haven't bought them all, but there's a couple I've been on the fence with and things. So, as always, Vinted gives you recommended items, and one of them popped up, and I was like, wow, that is a really good price. Probably too good now, thinking of it, but you see these things, and you kind of buy with your heart. So, I looked at it, brand new, sealed, in the box. I'll put the listing up here. I thought, great, look at that. I quickly skimmed the description, brand new, sealed in box. I'll put that up here as well, so you can pause the video and read the description. Tells you all the features of the controller and all that. It'd be a great addition to a collector, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, yeah, I'll have that. So I bought it. Fast forward 3 or 4 days, I get a notification. This item has been delivered. Your Death Stranding 2 has been delivered, the DualSense controller. So you can imagine, I'm like, yes, awesome. I checked my Ring doorbell, and I noticed the courier posted it through the letterbox. Now, we all know that a DualSense box is this sort of size. That's not going through your letterbox. So I thought, well, that's a bit strange. So I checked the tracking. I thought maybe they'd sent the wrong item. I checked the tracking, proof of delivery, and there was a photo of an envelope going through my letterbox. So I was like, that just doesn't seem right. I told Laura, I wasn't home at the time, so I told Laura, I said, this is weird. So she said, pass me your phone. She checked the guy's reviews, and then this review popped up, and then this is where I got my neck up. I was like, holy shit, I've been conned. So I put in a request for the seller to say, this isn't the right item. He has come back with a reply, and his reply is, I'll pop it on screen so you can see it, but his reply was, thanks for your message. I'm sorry to hear you're disappointed, but I'd like to clarify the item you purchased was clearly described in the listing as a photo on a piece of paper, not the actual product itself. I always aim to be transparent and honest in my listings, which is why I made sure to include that detail in the description to avoid any confusion. I'm sorry if this was overlooked, but as a buyer, it's important to carefully read the full description before purchasing. If there's anything else I can help to clarify, I'm happy to discuss it. But I do believe the listing is accurately represented what was being sold. My reply was, it wasn't. Well, I'll read my reply. It's simple, I'll just read it. It wasn't clearly described. It was dropped in the middle of a controller description, not in the title. Complete scam, awful behaviour, to be honest. Now, I'll put the description up for you to read. You can all pause it and whatever, but I will just circle it as well. This is where he says that you are getting a photo. Now, to me, that is not clearly described. If anyone thinks that is clearly described, they are, I don't know, they're brain dead. That is purely dropped in there as a chancer, because they hoping people will miss it. The description says brand new sealed PS5 controller. It does not say photo of PS5 controller. The description is a massive paragraph, and then you have like 3 words in there. This is a photo or something along those lines. Absolute classic scam behaviour. I hope this guy steps on Lego. I've come home today, obviously, and I have the item here. I don't know what is more insulting, actually. Let me just show you this. I don't know if it's more insulting that he has scammed me with a photo, or that he was too cheap to even print it in colour. That is an ultimate kick in the bollocks. I'm going to try not to swear much on this video, but I just think you people are absolute scumbags. Now, I'm lucky. I'm not rich. But it's 50 quid. 50 quid isn't going to stop me eating this week or next week or whatever. It's still a kick in the teeth. However, there are some people out there who don't have a lot of money. There could be a single mother who's got a son or a child's birthday coming up, and they've asked for this controller. They might only have a budget of 50 quid to spend on their child's birthday. They might not have a job. They might be unemployed. They might be on the sick. They might be disabled. Anything. Very limited income. And they've got 50 quid to spend on their child's birthday. They've asked for this controller. You can't buy it from PlayStation Direct anymore because they're sold out. Scalpers are selling them for 90 quid. They may come across something like this and think, do you know what? That's a bargain. I'm going to buy that. And they'll fall for this hook, line and sinker the same as me. They'll get this sent through the door. Their child is without a birthday present. Fair enough, they may get a refund. But the time that process goes through, could take a week, it could take 2 weeks. That poor kid's got no birthday present because his mother or father cannot afford to buy another present in the meantime because they've spent their budget on that. Now, it's people like that I feel sorry for because people are going to fall for it. I've fallen for it, and yeah, you could call me a donut for it, but I'm sorry, I didn't read every single word of the description. I put faith in people. I don't have problems with Vinted. I don't have, like, everything I buy, I do buy a lot, and I've probably got a 98-99% success rate. You know, you do get the odd little outliers where something's damaged or not quite as described, but it's very, very little. Something like this is a blatant scam, and to try and justify it, he even offered me a partial refund of 20 quid. He expects me to pay £25 for that. I could have printed better myself. I would have fucking put colour on it. Sorry for the language, but... Now, I don't ask this very often, but could you just please share this video? I don't want other people falling for this. Like I said, there's people who are in a lot worse financial situations than me, and they could be buying this for a present for someone or whatever, and they are going to get scammed. And then you imagine he does this to 10 people. There are some people who are not going to fight it as well. They're going to have that response off him, reread the description, and then be like, do you know what? That guy's correct. It is in the description. It's my fault. I shouldn't have bought it. And they're not even going to fight the case because they're going to automatically think I'm not going to win. Well, I'm sorry, Buster, but I'm fighting it. Well, he's agreed to a refund now because he offered me 20 quid. I declined it, so I opened a dispute with Vinted. He's obviously seen that. He's offered me a refund as long as I return the item. So I have got to return this to him. God knows why he wants me to return it. But I can pretty much guarantee that the slime ball will say that he hasn't received it or something, and then Vinted will have to refund us both. So he's won either way, I think. I've lost because as I'm returning this, I have to pay the postage to return it, so I'm 3 quid out of pocket. Don't get me wrong, it's only 3 quid, but it's still a coffee because of some arsehole on the internet. But yeah, and I just want to say... share it around if you can, please, folks. The seller in question, I'm going to name and shame him. He comes under Massive Chopper. It is a great name for him because he is a massive chopper. He's a humongous prick. So share it around, folks. I have been scammed again, like I did with a bloody sofa. You could argue it's my fault for not reading the description. Going forward, I will read every single word of every single description. I go to buy something. I didn't think there was still people doing this sort of stuff where you buy photos. I knew it was an old scam, but I didn't think people were still doing it. But yeah, I just feel sorry for people who are in a tighter financial situation, and you know, it could really affect their daily life. And people like this are just going around so flippantly, and they're so brazen with, I said it was in the description. You was blatantly trying to hide the fact by dropping it in the middle of a description. You should have put it in the title if that is what you're selling. And to say it's brand new and sealed, that's another violation. How is that brand new and sealed? Where's the seal? It's not brand new. It's folded. That's not sealed. So fingers crossed I'll get my money back. But I just want to raise awareness. There are crooks out there. So please do your due diligence and read the descriptions fully. So that's my little rant for today, folks. Just look after yourselves out there. Try and keep your money safe. Don't be an idiot like me. I suppose the moral of the story is don't trust anyone, which is sad, really, because I trust everyone and I try to get on with everyone and I put my faith in people, and then they do shit like this. So... it is what it is, unfortunately. Hopefully I'll get my money back. But yeah, share it around as much as you can, please, folks. Try and get some awareness. But the worst thing is, he'll just close his account and open another. So, is there any point in sharing it around, you could ask? But yeah, just spread some awareness. As long as we can get more people reading descriptions fully and trying not to slip up like I have, at least we've done something, haven't we? But yeah, thank you all for watching, folks. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe and game on.
Big respect to the gamer, name of Wayne, in his world PlayStation reigns the same, and he's got love for the levels, high score or not. But for now, he'll show you why his collection's hot. Wayne's World! Game set!